Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It's the turn of the Amiga this time, and I'm looking at a rather splendid looking game called Lionheart. Yes, and this is done by Thalamus. No, not Thalamus. That was Creatures. Oh my god. Sorry guys. Thalion. Yes. Sorry. They sound quite alike, aren't they? Yeah, Thalamus did Creatures and Creatures 2 and an assortment of other games. No, this is Thalion. So, apologies for that. Anyway, this is the intro. You can see already that it's the graphics of rather tasty in the background. Now, if this carries on through to the game, I think we're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's see where this takes us. Believe it or not, this is a platforming game, so don't think for a second that this is one of those dungeon crawlers, because it's not. It is a platform game, which I actually had on the Amiga back in the day. Just could never click with it for some reason. But I'm going to see if my present self has better time of it than my past self did. But we shall see. Time will tell. Turn around and ring that bell. Do you know, this could so easily be a Thundercats game. That could be Lion-O. I mean, you just... There's no way that you could not see the similarities there. So yeah, I mean, this, I'd love a reworking of this. There you go, Lion-O in his pants for some reason. Yeah, so you are a cat person in this game. This is bloody gorgeous so far. A little bit of loading there, and so this is the in-game graphics. I'll tell you what, if it's not Thundercats, you could pass that off as He-Man quite easily if you just cut the hair a little bit shorter down, unless you're going for the Dolph Lundgren look. In that absolute shambles of a He-Man and Masters of the Universe movie. But this so far is lovely. Let's have a look at the game itself though, because you never know, it might be a pile of poo, but I don't think so. So let's just get straight in. I can tell you the options now, that you can have 1 or 2 button joystick, which gives you a jump and a attack button separately. Otherwise you have to press up to jump, and you have 1 button to attack with. So either way, if you've only got a 1 button stick, it caters for you. If you like 2 button sticks, it caters for you. And oh my god, look at this. Absolutely, that's bloody gorgeous. Okay, let me get my bearings. Wow, okay, that's really cool. So we'll cover combat in a minute, because I'm just getting my head around that. But absolutely gorgeous game. Really, really nice, and the animation on it is fantastic. This could easily, if I didn't tell you this was an Amiga, you could probably be mistaken for thinking this was a SNES or even a Mega Drive game. Absolutely lovely. Released on the Amiga, I think it was the 500, but I could be mistaken, and this might be the AGA version. I'm not sure. And I think there was a CD32 version, not an official CD32 version though. But oh my god, this reminds me a bit of Agony, in a way. I think it's the music that's doing it, but yeah, this reminds me a bit of the artwork style of that, which was obviously by Psygnosis, but this is not. But it's really nice. And everything's so smooth. The animation's really nice. The scrolling is silky. And we're going to go across this. Look at the animation. I love it. Absolutely. It's like Rastan had a baby with He-Man. That's just such a disturbing image. Sorry, guys. But you know what I mean. It's like if the 2 games merged together, or the 2 characters merged together, you would have this. And I think that this is fab. This could, I mean, to be fair, even if you didn't want to play as Lionheart, just pretend that you're He-Man or Lion-O, because it would work for you either way. Okay, so let's cover the control system, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's quite simple. Up is to jump, unless you've chosen the 2 button option, and then your fire button obviously is your attack button. Now, to attack, you need to hold down your attack button, and then you can do a variety of different attacks by moving the joystick in several different directions. So you've got like an overhead slash, you've got a body shot. It's a bit like Barbarian. Yeah, you know the one I mean. Not the adventure Barbarian, but the chop your head off Barbarian. That one, yeah. And it's got a couple of moves from that as well. It's even got the swing around, sort of almost the neck chop of Barbarian. So it's like several games and characters melded into one. Absolutely great. But look, you've got everything's moving in the background. You've got clouds going on several different layers. Absolutely fantastic. They've spared no expense with this game. It really is as gorgeous as you're seeing it now. Probably better if you've actually got it on a screen in front of you. And I would thoroughly recommend that you add this game to your Amiga collection immediately. Yeah, get it, back it up, whatever. But you need to play this game. This is an Amiga bucket list game. And holy hell, what is that? Okay, so nice big sprites there. Is this a boss? Nice big sprites there. Creepy, weird insectoid type thing, which you can smash in the face. And it's just spat at me, which is really rude. But yeah, look at the cave detail. You've got the spiders' webs in the background. You've got people webbed up in the wall. The detail on this is absolutely great. And you've got these irritating little things that you have to slide kick. So attacking is quite... It's weird, because once you hold down that fire button, you are sort of rooted into place, which is kind of remnant of Sword of Yana, which I have covered on the channel. And I think, you know, that may have taken inspiration from this game, actually, thinking about it. But you can't... There's just so much to take in. I'm literally gobsmacked with this game. Very, very nice. So yeah, the attack is you hold down your fire button and then you push any of your directions on your joystick. You can even do downward strike when you jump in the air, and you sort of do this elbow drop with your sword, which is quite a nice little feature. You can swipe upwards, you can do a body blow, and then you can do the spinning thing to turn yourself round, which is nice as well. So yeah, this is very, very cool. Sound as well. Music's amazing. I mean, you think that this, like I said, you would be mistaken. You could be mistaken for thinking this was on Mega Drive or SNES, just purely for the fact that the music is so sort of that era. Well, it is that era, but you know what I mean. It could easily be a console game, very, very easily. But this is one that you need to be adding to your bucket list of Amiga games to play before you join the ether. So there you go. Yes, we'll call it that. Anyway, so we're going to move through as much as I can within the time, and we're going to see. I'd love to hear from you guys. Did you have Lionheart back in the day? Oh, that's some spikes. That's going to hurt if I land on them. Did you have Lionheart? Did you finish it? What were your thoughts? And if you haven't played Lionheart and this is your first encounter with it, what are your thoughts now? Was this something that you would enjoy playing? Or would have enjoyed playing? Or maybe not in the day, but now you might enjoy playing it? Let me know in the comments below. I always like interacting with you guys. It's great to have those little conversations with you about the games that we're playing. Thank you ever so much for the Burnout 3 comments, by the way. Absolutely on the money with those comments. So thank you for leaving them. Absolutely brilliant. If you've got any games that you'd like to see played on the channel, please let me know in the comments and I will note them down to go with the rest of the 150,000 games that I have got planned for the channel. But I do try and take a break and allow for my followers to suggest games for me to play on their behalf. So please let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. Maybe it's something you haven't seen for a long, long time. Maybe it's something you absolutely treasured as a child and you want to see it again and see if your rainbow tinted glasses, or was it rose tinted glasses? Rainbow's quite cool though, isn't it? But yeah, rose tinted glasses, have they fallen off or are they still firmly in place? Let's get that going. But until then, I will keep producing out content for you. But yes, I do enjoy doing fan requests. So there we are. But yeah, this is lovely. The controls are really nice and responsive as well, which works well in its favour. You've got all the sound effects. You've got a cracking soundtrack to run around to. So it's literally, you've got everything covered here. And the difficulty is quite nice as well, because it starts off fairly, well, I'd say easy, but it's got a nice learning curve. It doesn't throw you in at the deep end and then expect you to swim, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's always a challenge as well on which way to go, what to do, what to avoid, and you need to collect those little things. I don't know what they are actually, but you collect them. I'm guessing you get an extra life or something when you've collected 100 of them. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm absolutely loving the... Oh, he can't swim. Okay, well that makes sense. He's a cat. Okay, so I do know cats can swim before you say anything, but you know what? So we've got to make sure that these stop, and the only way you can do that is by hitting them. So... But I mean, this is fantastic. Absolutely love it. Do we hit them? Can I? Oh, I can jump on them. Hey, friendly beetles. Excellent stuff. So, this is what I mean. You've got to sort of plan out where you're going to go and which directions are going to take you the safest route. Because, as you can see, you can't actually see the screen down below you. And you can't scroll it up and down to actually see if you've got anything below you. So it's all pretty much... Look at him. Oh, wrong way around then. That was silly. Let's get that done, and off we go. So I've got all my lives. Sorry, I've got all my health in the top left-hand corner there. You can see, and then we've got my life counter on the top right. Now I'm not looking overly good at the moment. I've got 0 lives. So if I die now, that's it. It's game over. Oh bloody hell! There's another one. Right, let's avoid them. Yes. But yeah, I just love the design. The main character looks amazing. He's very detailed, which is great to see on an Amiga game. Oh, you can actually delay your descent as well, just in case you didn't realise. You can slow yourself down by pushing backwards on the controller, or you can speed yourself up by pushing forwards on the controller, or joystick, or whatever it is you're playing on. And yeah, so you have more control over your character when you're on things that normally wouldn't give you that luxury. So, very nice, very nicely done. Now, I don't know... Well, okay, I've died now, so I don't know where this is going to put us from. If I continue, it's going to be... Oh, right from the start. Lovely. I love games that do that, do you? No, didn't think so. Anyway, we weren't overly far into it, so I guess that's not too much of an issue. There are sort of, not save points, but there are sort of check markers that you can get to where it will restart you at that point when you die, so not really a problem. I'm going to go back up here and just see... Oh, no, maybe I'm not going back up there because I can't seem to hit the platforms properly. But all in all, this is one of those games. One of those games that you need to play. Bucket list it right now. Lionheart, Amiga, bucket list. Right. So, playability, well, playability, it's incredibly playable. I love this. It's really nice. I haven't had one bit of playing this so far where I've thought, oh, bloody hell. You know, it's one of those things. So playability is absolutely fantastic. You've got nice responsive controls. The difficulty is on point, and falling into the river really does kill you. So try not to do that too often. And yeah, just the art style and everything else just all brings it together into one neat package, really. So, yeah. And also replay value. You're going to come back to this because it's not an easy game by any stretch. So you'll be coming back again and again. All you completionists out there are going to love it because it's almost it's not Altered Beast. What do I? Shadow of the Beast. Yeah, sort of that kind of thing. You want to complete it, but it's going to take you some trials and tribulations to get there. So there we are. An age rating, well, you know, give it a go. I would say probably from about 5 upwards, really, because otherwise you're going to get very frustrated with it because the difficulty level and some of these spinny things can be a right pain in the backside. So, all in all, this is a cracking game. It's a golden scorer for sure. So I will leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you a couple more minutes of gameplay so you can see it with the sound turned up and all that jazz. And I will catch you very soon for a brand new review. I hope you've enjoyed Lionheart on the Amiga. And I've been Rich, this has been the Retro Revival Show, and I have loved having you on board, so thank you very much, and good night, ladies and gents. I will catch you again very, very soon. You take it easy, and as always, it's bye for now. Ta-da!
Incoming transmission.